Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavata Purana spoke about childbirth way before scientists, and here is the proof. Srimad Bhagavatam is one of the most sacred books first preached by Lord Brahma to Narada. The divine knowledge was then passed on to Vedavyasa and then to his son Sri Sukadeva Goswami. Sukadeva Goswami retold the same knowledge to Parikshit Maharaj around 5000 years back. Bhagavata Purana talks about many things including astronomy, biology, spirituality and many more. Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 3 Chapter 31, from the first text itself, it talks about the science of human development inside a womb of a woman. The reason this is fascinating is because it details each element. Let's uncover what Bhagavata Purana says. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, under the supervision of the Supreme Lord and according to the result of his work, the living entity, the soul, is made to enter the womb of a woman through the particle of male semen to assume a particular type of body. On the first night, the sperm and the ovum mix, and on the fifth night, the mixture ferments into a bubble. On the 10th night, it develops into a form like a plum, and after that, it gradually turns into a lump of flesh or an egg, as the case may be. In a month, a head is formed, and at the end of 2 months, the hands, feet, and other limbs take shape. By the end of 3 months, the nails, fingers, toes, body hair, bones, and skin appear, as do the organ of generation and the other apertures in the body, namely the eyes, nostrils, ears, mouth, and anus. Within 4 months from the date of conception, the 7 essential elements of the body, namely blood, flesh, fat, bones, marrows, and semen, come into existence. At the end of 5 months, hunger and thirst make themselves felt, and at the end of 6th month, the fetus enclosed by the amnion begins to move on the right side of the abdomen. Deriving its nutrition from the food and drink taken by the mother, the fetus grows and remains in the abdominal residence of stools and urine, which is a breeding place for all kinds of worms. Bitten again and again all over the body by the hungry worms in the abdomen itself, the child suffers terrible agony because of its tenderness. He thus becomes unconscious moment after moment because of the terrible condition. Owing to the mother's eating bitter, pungent foodstuff or food which is too salty or too sour, the body of a child instantly suffers almost intolerable pain. Placed within the amnion and covered outside by the intestines, the child remains lying on one side of the abdomen, his head turned towards his belly and his back and neck arched like a bow. The child thus remains just like a bird in a cage without freedom of movement. At that time, if the child is fortunate, he can remember all the troubles of his past 100 births and he grieves wretchedly. What is the possibility of peace of mind in that condition? Thus endowed with the development of consciousness from the 7th month after his conception, the child is tossed downwards by the airs that pressure the embryo during the week preceding delivery. Like the worms born of the same filthy abdominal cavity, he cannot remain in one place. The living entity in this frightful condition of life, bound by the 7 layers of material ingredients, prays with folded hands, appealing to the Lord who has put him in that condition. Many ultrasound scans have showed the image of the fetus with his folded hands. The shloka continues to talk about the spiritual journey of the fetus, which I am removing from this video. So, what do you think about this amazing detail from the Puranas that was written over 5000 years ago? Comment it below. Swasti.